Last week, Jason talked about our 719 initiative heading into 4 services. This 4 services Saturday night thing is a monster. It's a big deal. October 14th and 15th. And so today, when you walk out of here, make sure you grab this. There's going to be guys and gals by the door who are going to be handing you these cards. You can use it for a coaster, but don't ruin it. All right? So you can put it on your fridge. I've got 2 of them hanging side by side because it's two-sided. That way I can see it every single day. This is a reminder to you of what we're asking you to do. 719 is our area code. Why? Because we have a passion for rescuing every person in this city. There's no better battle cry for us than 719. Here's what it means. On the back, we want you to pray 7 days a week. Pray with us 7 days a week. Right? Would you pray that God will open up hearts in this city, that they'll be receptive. He'll stir them and move them to show up here on a Saturday night so they can bump into and experience Jesus. Would you do that with us? Be committed. Every day I'm going to pray for that. And I'm going to pray for the resources we need as church. I'm going to pray for this just big initiative that we're taking on. On Friday night, October 13th, mark your calendar. I think it's 7 p.m. We'll be getting the word out. We're going to have a night of prayer here the night before we do our first Saturday night service. And we're going to, you can pray. They can clap for that. That's good. We're going to have a night of prayer here. We invite you to come in. I hope we pack this room out. We're going to do a little low-key worship. And we're going to have open mic time. And that doesn't mean you pray like a Pharisee. It means you can pray, okay? But we're going to pray that God will just open the floodgates of heaven and let it rain. And He's going to lead us in this revolution. So 7's about prayer. 1 is about invite. We're asking you to be inviting one person, one couple, one family every single week between now and October 14th. I'm going to tell you, we are planning that weekend like we plan Easter or Christmas. It's going to be awesome. We're even going to give away free hot dogs. Your friends will not be disappointed. I promise you that, okay? So there's the 1 you're going to be inviting. And then the 9, I'm going to get it right this service. It's 9 hours of service per month. Not week. I did the same thing Jason did and said week first service. So it's month. You're like, I can't do that. Okay. So I get it. But here's the deal. Basically what we're asking you to do is this. Attend 1 and serve 1. All right? Attend 1, serve 1, go home because you're done. There you go. Saturday night or Sunday, you choose. We need a lot more people on mission with us for us to pull this off. And here's how easy we're making it for you. Walk out the doors today. Serve table is there. People to greet you, talk with you, put your name on a list. They'll follow up with you, and bam, it's done for you. These tangible next steps, these little steps into what we're talking about today are right in front of all of us. Now, there's 2 more, and they're big ones, okay? So the first one is this. The first one is we're asking half of you. Half of you, like, not just, it doesn't have to be you, okay? But half of you to make Saturday night your service for the next 100 days starting October 14th. I know it's a big ask, but we know from the research that this is still going to be optimal new people time to come to church for the first time. So we need to make room for more in here. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of crowded in here. So we're asking half of you to move. That's a big one. I want you to pray about that so we can make this next wave of rescue reality for more and more people in the city. And then last but not least, we need you to help us financially to continue to move this vision of changing what people think when they hear the word Christian, of moving this vision forward. As I was thinking about this past week, I was thinking about where we were 4 years ago, just 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, October 2013, about 900 or so people who called Discovery their church home at the time came together in one day, and they sacrificed and they generously gave over $270,000 in cash in one day so that we could buy this building and move this vision forward. Yeah, you can clap for that. Clap for the people that came before you, okay? Almost 2 out of every 3 people that are sitting in this room are only here today because someone else was willing to do that. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, now it's our turn. Now it's our turn. We've talked to a lot of churches that are doing Saturday night really, really well all over the country. And there's some common themes here. The unanimous and overwhelming theme is the most important thing is that the biggest challenge you face is the toll that this is going to take on your staff team. This will crush your staff if you're not careful. So Greg, you need to do everything you can to care for them and to take care for them in this process. And so we're trying our best to do that. How can we best do that? By building their teams, by adding people alongside of them to help share the load. And so we've been adding staff. We've been adding staff and adding staff and adding staff to the tune of about $4,000 a week. That's a couple $100,000 a year. That's a big number. But before you have a heart attack, can I tell you something? That's like 15 to 20 people. Do the math. Nobody does this for the money. We need your help with that. We need your help with that. Last week, we had our first incident report in the parking lot. Someone stepped in one of our many potholes and twisted their ankle or hurt themselves. And I hate that. Can I just say this? Our parking lot is an embarrassment. It's embarrassing. It really is, and it's hazardous. But we put up this brand new building. The whole shopping center follows suit. Now we got Starbucks out there. Dutch Brothers is coming soon with everybody. Everybody under 30 is going, yay, Dutch Brothers, right? So they're going to be out there. They're going to have a nice parking lot. Starbucks got a nice parking lot. The other part of the parking lot. Our parking lot's horrible, and it's becoming more and more hazardous. And the longer we wait, the more it's going to cost us to fix it. So we're talking about six figures, high six-figure number here, to recoat and restripe our parking lot. But it needs to be done. We need your help with that. We got all kinds of things around this building that we need. I know it looks great, but there's equipment needs, and there's sound baffling needs, and there's IT needs. I found out this past week that our IT, we're 2 or 3 years behind where we should be, and it's dangerous. Firewall protection, that sort of thing, and we got all kinds of issues we had to correct there. When we ask someone to join our staff team, here's what we do. Hey, welcome aboard. Do you have a computer you can use from home? Because we can't provide you with one. We can't even give you the tools you need to work here. We don't provide any benefits for any of our staff. It's time for that to change. Our staff should have some sort of basic health care coverage in place. Today, they have none. And I could go on and on and on and on and on with a long list of things to tell you what it is that I'm talking about here today. I don't have time to do that, all right? What I'm saying is, we can't do this without you. We need your help. We can't do this without you, so here's what we're going to do. We have a goal to raise $400,000 in cash over and above our normal offering by Sunday, October 8th, which is the weekend right before we launch 4 services. Now, that's a big number, I know. And if you want to jump online, you can do it online. Just designate it 719. It's already there. But if not, come on the 8th, because some people won't be here on the 8th. And you can we're going to have a moment in the service where we put it together, and we're going to flash the total, and we're going to celebrate whatever God does through that, through us in that. Now, here's the thing. That's a huge number. Some of you go, oh my gosh. Here's the thing about that number. 4 years ago, a much smaller group of committed people gave $300 per person to make this dream reality for us. This breaks down to about $200 a person. It's time for us to step up. That's about what, $800 plus for a family of 4. We can do this. Now here's the coolest part, okay? We're going to take 12%, because that's our number here. We're going to take 12% of every dollar that's given, whether we hit our goal, we exceed our goal, or we come in below our goal, and it's going to go to hurricane relief down in Texas and now down in Florida. Yeah. Because it's not about us, right? People outside the walls of this place, I'm hoping that number's 50, 60, 100,000. I'm hoping that number's huge. Listen, we've got partners on the ground down there right now. They're in Texas. They will be in Florida. They will make sure that the money that we give goes into the hands of the people that need it most. Love of Jesus, no strings attached. Now, let me just talk straight with you for just a second. Listen, I know that what I'm asking for today is not near as sexy as a flashy big new building. It's not. I can't change that. And I know that because of that it's not as sexy as a brand new building, and because I'm not going to show up at your house. I'm not going to show up at your house, ding dong, ring the doorbell. Can I come in, sit at your kitchen table and say, hey, you know what, that's great. Can you add a 0 to that? Or can you double that? Because I'm not going to show up and pressure you, okay? So because this is not as sexy as a new building, and because I'm not going to pressure you, here's what the experts tell us. Don't expect much. Don't expect to hit your goal. Don't expect to be anywhere near it. In fact, here's what you can expect. You can expect 20% of your church to walk away because you asked them to do this. Now, can I tell you something? I don't trust the experts. Our trust and our faith in this place is not in the experts. It is in God and what He wants to do and is going to continue to do through us. This is not about bricks and mortar. But here's the thing. 4 years ago, it wasn't about bricks and mortar. You want to know what it was about 4 years ago? It was about the 1,500 to 2,000 people that now are in this place on a weekend who've experienced the hope and love and help of Jesus in the last 4 years in this place. That's what it was about. That's what it is about today. It is about names and faces and people and rescue. That's what it's about today. It is about the thousands and thousands of stories like Chance's who got baptized today that are yet to be told in this place. This is what it's always been about here. And that's what it's about today. And listen, with 20%, less than 20% of our annual budget in our hands, we have the ability to double our impact in this city. If each of us will just stretch ourselves a little bit, if each of us will just sacrifice, if each of us will make a commitment to move this mission and vision forward, I'm telling you, what is that? Deny ourselves, take up our cross, and walk with Jesus into this. That's what I'm asking you to do. Now listen, some of you are saying, I don't like you. Okay. That's a big crowd. Welcome. Or I don't like this place or whatever. I don't feel, whatever. Okay, listen. That's fine. Here's what I want to challenge you with. You don't have to be here, but you owe it to yourself. You need to find something, a cause, a mission, a vision that lines up with the heart of Jesus, and you need to throw yourself 100% into that. Both feet in, deny yourself, take up your cross, and walk with Jesus into that.